everyone. I'm Vince Reed, along with, of course, Dan McShane, here on the Dan McShane Show, as we're getting ready to work our way into the second half of the season, believe it or not. I mentioned that there in the show that we had, of course, at the Coaches Roundtable last Wednesday night, which we have every Wednesday from 7 o'clock to 8. But I can't believe it was already midway through the season. We're starting the second half of the year, and here we are going into game number 6. And as we do, the Pennsbury Falcons struggling a little bit right now, looking to try to get things together again to get ready for the ball game up and coming, which of course is going to be at home for tonight, taking on the Owls of Ben Salem. And the Owls of Ben Salem have been a different ball club this year. They have come out, they improved. I got to say, Ed Cummings, he has turned other teams around, and it seems like he's starting to turn this team around too. They took a while last year before they got used to what he was doing. And now they're getting better, and now they, of course, chalked up another win. So they're looking at it as though they're coming in here with the idea, hey, we want to keep this thing going. I mean, Pennsbury's got to see if they can bounce back as far as that goes. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about a week ago, Council Rock North, which had not had a win, and going in there. One thing I've got to ask you about, because I did get a chance to go to the ball game myself. I had something else to do. And the one thing I have to ask you is, do you think the kids in any way were overconfident?
Oh, no, absolutely not. No, we're not in that position at all to be there. And I've never sensed that from our team, so no.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was wondering about, because you would know, compared to us, as to how the kids are as far as that goes during the week and out there when the game comes up. It wasn't one of those. It was, again, a situation where, I think the way it looked, the way it sounded to me, like the defense did all it could, but the offense just couldn't generate enough.
Yeah, we're struggling, and the defense has to play close to perfect, and we were a hair off there, and then they put up 13 points, and despite all that, we still had a shot at winning the game, but that didn't get accomplished earlier. So.
Yeah, I checked where I was. I checked at on the video stream, and I happened to check in when it was halftime at 13-7. And I thought, well, there's a whole half yet to play. And then when I got home, and then I found out what the score was, I said, nobody scored in that second half of play.
Yeah, when we had good field position starting right at the second half, and we just really struggled to punch one in, and it's been that all season so far. It's very frustrating.
What's the biggest thing you think that's bogging the offense down a little bit from really getting through there and getting close enough, not only getting close, but being able to make it to the end zone?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit of everything, from everybody has their role in it, from coaches on down, and little breakdowns here and there, and I keep on telling the kids, and they've been great about it, that hard work always pays off. I wish I could promise when. It didn't pay off this past weekend, obviously, but that's the good thing about our attitudes. Have been great. We keep on chopping wood, as they say.
Yeah, that's for sure. And don't forget, we're being brought to you by Aria Health, your friends and neighbors right here in Bucks County, and also by the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League, the PRBL. Get in contact with them at PRBLonline.com. And of course, find out about registering your child. Doesn't matter from kindergarten up to 12th grade. They can learn how to play the game of basketball and learn it the right way. And they do fill up. They get a lot of people that come into that, whether it be girls or boys. They get both, and they're able to teach all of them and teach them from the ground floor up as well. And of course, also brought to you by the Continental Tavern, right there at Main and Afton Streets in the heart of Yardley, where they've got some of the best food you're going to find in the area. And of course, Frank Lyons does a great job over there as well for them. And they've got just about everything you'd like to have, including having every Pennsbury game on the TVs there. And they'll have it just as the game is being played on their TVs. And no matter if it's home or away, you'll be able to see the ball games. Well, Coach, let's talk a little bit about, here we are halfway through the season. What are the things you think now that you have to try to do to get this team to better themselves the second half?
Well, it's just little things, and defensively we're real happy with what we're playing, and special teams wise, but we just really got to start to be more productive on first downs, especially, and not run the ball in there and slam it for 2 yards, and then I'm screaming for the punt team to be ready, and it's we have to to be productive first downs and take some throw chances on first downs to get teams, because now teams are really crowding in front for us, and so we're trying to get behind people, and we got to try to get behind people.
You know, I was looking at some of the stats too of the Ben Salem Ball Club coming in, and I saw where, you know, they haven't been afraid to put the ball up in the air, and this is one of the areas where I think certainly your team's got to start taking advantage of. I know in games that you've played so far this year, you've had some picked off, and matter of fact, you had maybe at least 4 that I know of that should have been picked off. Besides, that guys are they're around the ball. The biggest thing is that they haven't been able to be consistent.
Yeah, well, especially, you know, we've done a decent job in pass defense. Where we've struggled a little bit is when quarterbacks start to pull the ball down and start to run on us and scramble out, and then it becomes a fire game. You know, so we're over a barrel with that. And so we're going to do a better job of containing the quarterback. He's a real threat to run the ball, much like the kid at North Penn was. So we learned our lesson there. So hopefully we did learn our lesson, and we're going to have to do some things to kind of hopefully address that.
ER Express is the newest online reservation system for patients in Bucks County with non-life-threatening illnesses or conditions to reserve a time online to be treated at ARIA's Fast Care, Urgent Care, or emergency departments. ER Express streamlines evaluations so patients are treated more quickly, and best of all, it holds your reservation while you're in the comfort of your own home. Please remember, patients who experience major injuries and traumas should always go immediately to the emergency department. Reserve your spot online now with ER Express. Visit ariahealth.org/ER-Express. That's ariahealth.org/ER-Express.
Princeton University football is back, starting on Saturday, September 17th, when the Tigers take on Lafayette at 5 p.m. at beautiful Princeton Stadium. It's also fireworks night, so bring the whole family for a day of fun at one of the nation's most beautiful on-campus football stadiums. The Tigers return both of their quarterbacks and have several returning defensive players. Single game tickets are just $10, and season tickets for all 5 home games just $40. This year, the Tigers' home schedule includes rivals Penn and Harvard, plus Brown and Cornell, and the opener on September 17th at 5 p.m. is against Lafayette, followed by fireworks night. To order and for more ticket information, go to GoPrincetonTigers.com. That's GoPrincetonTigers.com.
Yeah, and of course their quarterback, I've got their roster here. Drosan Moore has been the QB for them, and Keith Parrish has been one of the guys that I noticed that it looks like he's probably the top guy to give the ball to, but they have some others as well that they will really spread the ball around a little bit, as you mentioned, what you would like to do with your ball club is spread it around to some different backs. They seem to be able to do that.
Yeah, they're a triple option offense, and it's very unique. The ball can start going to the fullback, you go to the quarterback, the running back, and then, as I said, they have a nice balance of pass too. So Coach Cullers does a great job spreading the ball around the field.
Yeah, I know that they really looked a lot better this year than they were a year ago. They're starting to turn that program around, and you know they come into a game like this having another win and feeling good about themselves, and you realize that when they come in here, they have aspirations of also being able to chalk up another W.
Yeah, I mean, we've been dealing with them since the summer. They came up here during the summer, 7-on-7, and were really, real positive and hooting and hollering, very enthusiastic, and it's been that way when I teach there every day. So I see them in the building, and Coach has done a great job, and Coach Clemens, the defense coordinator, same thing. Has the kid just really playing hard, and that goes a long way.
Yeah, I was thinking about that myself during the course of the week, and I thought, you got a week over there where they're getting ready to play you, and you get a chance to be around maybe even some of those football players. I don't know if they say anything to you, but certainly, it's got to be an odd feeling. You teach over there, you know them, at the same time, you're going to be over here against them.
Yeah, for sure. And I love our kids over there, and they play their butts off. And and as I said, we've had a lot of success here over the years, and right now we got to find a way to handle our lack of success, and in the direction they're going. They want to be able to. Obviously, they're building some success and be able to handle their success. So it's a very delicate balance between the two.
And when you look at your ball club right now, as we said, having trouble putting points on the board in your games, how is the line situation offensively for you? Have you come up with, say, one that you can feel that these
solidified some things, and we've finally gotten to the point too with some of our sophomores where they've had enough repetitions in practice and all, where we're looking to kind of create more competition and nothing personal, but whoever best guy for the job that week gets the job. So.
It's going to be interesting, I'm sure, for the rest of the season as well. We're going to be back again, of course, with Coach McShane here on the Dan McShane Show. We'll be back with that right after these messages.
Merrill Reese here to tell you about my good friends at Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. For outstanding sales and service, you can depend on the folks at Haldeman Ford Subaru for the best value on new and pre-owned Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, along with a great selection of value-priced new and pre-owned Subarus. And no one offers the service that Haldeman does in their huge, state-of-the-art service facility. Service so great that many area municipalities and commercial fleets get their service performed by Haldeman Ford Subaru. From Langhorne to Princeton, folks like you to commercial fleets trust the name Haldeman for sales and service. Haldeman Ford Subaru, Route 33 in Hamilton Township.
Wherever weights are racked, rackets are swung.
To move is to live. And wherever you find bodies in motion, you'll find people who've rebuilt their lives with the help of Rothman Institute.
Balls are pitched, skates are laced.
More bones repaired, more joints replaced. No body in our region has done more for more bodies than Rothman.
Lawns are mowed, swings are pushed.
So when you're ready to run again, ride again, move again, live again, think Rothman first. RothmanInstitute.com.
And we're back once again. I'm Vince Reed with Dan McShane as we're talking about Pennsbury football in just a matter of minutes, getting ready to go with the game against Ben Salem here at home for this contest coming up here as well. And it should be an interesting one between these two ball clubs. I can remember years ago when Pennsbury, and I know Gail and Snyder remember this very well, is when they ended up being a heavy favorite and went over and played Ben Salem. And I remember when I was at something else that night, and I had a couple of guys with me who were also from the area, also from the newspaper, and we were talking about that, and somebody got a phone call and said that they had upset Pennsbury. I think it was 7-0 or something like that. I don't know if you remember that going back a few years back, but I bring that up once in a while with Gail, and he says, "Oh yeah, I know, I was on that team."
I know too, because I was the head coach
Is that right?
of the other team. So yeah, it was a very magical night, as they said. And as I said, our kids, that took a long time to keep on talking about hard work pays off, and again, Coach Covich has those guys in that mode now. Just keep chopping, working hard, and it'll pay off. So, and that's where we were at back in the day there, and maybe to some extent right now. I'm going to keep on leaning. I don't lean on the crutch of being young, but we're never going to stop working hard.
Yeah.
The coaching staff on down. So.
I know one of the things certainly you can recall, as you said, you were the coach of that ball club. It just I think that's one of the things you might be able to relay to your team this week too. And you remember that one as well when you were coaching there, and let them know that hey, all things are possible if you go out there and really play your hardest.
Yeah, I mean, we found it out last week, and way back then also. So, and I truly believe, I tell kids, we can beat anybody and we can lose to anybody. There's no such thing as being able to go out there and just say, we're here and we win, so.
Yeah, I mentioned to you about the fact that I did the Abington ball game with Council Rock South, and a perfect example. I think the way the league is this year. You look at the scores. You look at final scores again. Like I said, I think really a lot of teams are equal to one another, and it's going to be a play here and there. It's going to decide the difference in these ball games, and so far it's happening. It's just you got to be on the side that makes the right play at the right time.
Yeah, timing is everything, as they said, and playmakers, are few and far between. And when you get those type of kids that can create a big turnover for you, and that's usually the difference a lot of times in the game anyway is turnover. So those are the explosive plays you need to kind of turn the tide very quickly.
Well, we're going to be looking forward to this ball game coming up, and I'm not mistaken. This the weekend they're having a Hall of Fame here. I think this weekend too they'll be introducing those people at the halftime who's going to be entering the Hall of Fame, because I'm going to be emceeing the Hall of Fame come Saturday night, and this is the weekend, and they decided that this would be this year. They usually hold it off until the final home game of the year, but one of the things you got, not only are you away this year, but the season's ending earlier than usual because you start earlier than usual.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it doesn't end that soon, but when our goal, our goals are still in front of us, playoffs and all. But yeah, it's flown by already. I mean, from the short training camp type of experience to just week to week now, just counting games out. So
it looks really like we should have a dandy ball game. When you looked at this team, when you looked at Ben Salem and see what they have and what you have, what's your feeling and what are your thoughts about areas where maybe you could actually see where you could maybe dominate in some areas this ball club?
Dominate's a strong word. Maybe an edge, and it's razor thin, but yeah, I mean, they're very aggressive on defense, so I hope you take advantage of some of their aggressiveness. I mean, offensively, in that offense, if you don't handle the ball well, there could be some issues too. So we want to try to create some turnovers and I think capitalize on their aggressiveness.
Yeah, it should be a really good ball game, and I look forward to the fans to really enjoy this one. Like I said, there's a lot of close games out there. We still have half a season to go, and I think you're going to see an awful lot more. There's no doubt in my mind that these teams are playing one another, and I'm doing the prediction show, and I'll be honest, I picked certain teams, but there's no reason why I can't go the other way, because that's the way these games are cropping up, and that's the way they look on paper.
Yeah, is the term parity? I don't know.
Yeah.
We have a couple of monsters at the top right now, and then, and the Chamois and the North Penns, but otherwise everybody's, it could be anybody's ball game.
It certainly could be. Well, we're looking forward to, of course, this weekend, and looking for that one, and turn things around and get a W here as well for the Pennsbury Falcons. Don't forget, we're brought to you by our Help, your friends and neighbors here in Bucks County, as well, of course, by the Pennsbury Basketball Recreational League, the PRBL. And they have an opportunity there to teach your kids the finest of what they're going to learn when it comes to basketball, be ready for them when they hit high school as well. But you get to have boys and girls and from kindergarten up to 12th grade as well. So get in touch with them at prblonline.com. And the Continental Tavern, which of course is right there in the heart of Yardley. They have the finest of food you're going to want there, and nice ambiance, and also the fact that you'll be able to watch every Pennsbury ball game live, home and away. Of course, they video stream it, and we'll send it out to you, and you can see the ball game over there as well as listen to it. So I'm Vince Reed tonight for the Dan McShane Show, and we're getting set to go. It's going to be out at Fairless Hills for the night's ball game, where we'll go where the Pennsbury Falcons entertain the Owls of Ben Salem.
Merrill Reese here to tell you about our good friends at McCaffrey's Food Markets. McCaffrey's is growing and is now open in Doylestown and Bluebell. But Jim McCaffrey and his family never forget their roots, and that's why they continue to support our local schools and are proud to support Pennsbury and Council Rock and other schools in the area. Many students are employed at McCaffrey's, and McCaffrey's Food Markets feature the finest prepared food department for those always on the go. From healthy salads to prime cuts of steak and fresh seafood dishes, you'll always find something for your family to enjoy in McCaffrey's prepared food department. And for everyday exceptional value, it's McCaffrey's Food Markets, locally owned and operated by Jim McCaffrey and his family in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, in the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road, also in Princeton, West Windsor, and now open in Doylestown and Bluebell. Strong starts are essential on the field and in life. That's why PNC created the Grow Up Great program, a $350 million multi-year bilingual initiative that began in 2004 to help prepare children from birth to age 5 for success in school and life. PNC is helping children in our community more than ever grow up great. Learn more at pncgrowupgreat.com. PNC for the achiever in you. PNC Bank, member FDIC.